Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. There's adventures around every turn, and if you're looking for something for you and the entire family, be sure and visit the Cedar Valley Golf Course and the Wild Frontier Fun Park on Weaver Road in Cummins. Play 18 holes of world-class golf at the beautifully maintained golf course, Cedar Valley, tucked away amongst the hardwoods of northern Michigan, and at the same time, let others in the family enjoy themselves at the adjacent Wild Frontier Fun Park with carnival rides, a batting cage, bumper cars, and a 19-hole mini golf course. Check them out online. It's a northern Michigan destination. Something special's cooking, hot and delicious. Indulge yourself at Morning at Maggie's in Bay City. Omelets, frittatas, hotcakes, and more. Make every day special with a stop at Morning at Maggie's for breakfast or lunch on Saginaw in Bay City. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by, get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mount Tom Road, Mayo. This week on the show, we learn how one community is perpetuating the heritage of the family farm in an annual old engine show. We're heading to northern Michigan and the Pioneer Power Show, featuring how family farms and equipment over the years has changed. It's a whole new world out there, but through the efforts of locals, the pioneering family farmer and his historic lifestyle will not be forgotten. Speaking of rural America, we're heading to the county fair, an agricultural tradition, not to taste all the locally grown goodies, but to visit with entertainers Spanky and Johnny, who added the old-time flavor to fairs throughout the Midwest. It's all coming up next. The Cedar Tavern and Grill of Lupton, where friends come to meet friends and families come for delicious food and a wholesome atmosphere. Come relax with your favorite beverage or bring the crew for a great meal and live entertainment. It's happening now at the Cedar of Lupton. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com.
It's one of the fastest growing old engine clubs in the state. With over 300 active members, this club began in Ogemaw County to become one of the region's most respected historic preservation groups going. It's the Pioneer Power Antique Tractor and Gas Engine Club. And that's where we're headed today on Michigan Magazine to find out more about the group and the big event held each year that draws thousands to their exposition grounds just east of West Branch on M55. Join us now as we talk with some of the dedicated volunteers and members that make this family event an event that's looked forward to by a growing number of fans and enthusiasts.
Now, this is Don, our president, Don Monroe.
Okay, hi Don Monroe, glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Ben is
Ben Hodges.
Ben Hodges.
one of our early founders.
Early founders, glad to meet you.
Good to know you.
My name is Jake Wardle.
Well, Jake, you've been affiliated with the group for how long now?
98.
Since 98, okay. And Mr. Hodges, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, and you got started, you were one of the founding members, and so tell us a bit about how it started, why it started.
Well, it was a small group. I think ended up about 13 people when we finally got messaged everybody that we wanted to start a small engine club. And we did that up in a restaurant up in West Branch, downtown West Branch.
Okay.
So one evening we decided that we would try to form a club and find some grounds to start it on. And of course, you got to have a place to start. And thanks to Bob Griffin, who has Budweiser Distributing Company here, he allowed us to use his grounds there. And he had about 30 acres that was available at that time. And so we started mowing and trimming brush and working on it little by little.
Okay.
And we developed it up to until the year of 2000.
Okay.
In the year of 2000, we wanted to build a pavilion in some of our buildings, and of course it was on private property, and we wouldn't want to move.
Right.
So we decided we'd start with a pavilion, and we built 50 feet at the beginning, and then so it's 100 feet long. And so that was our start. And then we have a know-it-all building where we do all the information center, and so this year consists of about 37 acres that we are on now.
Oh, great.
We had a little trouble in raising the money because we didn't have much money. You know, it's a non-profit organization to start with.
Right.
But we had a little money, and we the woods here provided us a little income. We divided that off into 25 lots, and we asked anybody who was interested in helping the club if they would donate $1,000 for the use of the club. We would give them a spot in the woods as long as they were a member. And as we developed some cash
For camping.
for camping, yeah.
Okay.
And as the club developed profits, we would start paying back, pulling out of the hat, you know, one a year or something, and paying them back.
Right.
So that give us a nice, healthy down payment. And so we've been working on it ever since. Yep. And we're pretty.
And it is work.
It is hard work. And it's hard work.
Now, the 13 members that started, you gentlemen were you farmers to start with? You love tractors? You love the old equipment?
I'd say probably there was a farm background somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
And you loved all the old machinery and stuff.
Yeah.
And so this Pioneer Club, that's what it really stands for then.
That's right. Yeah. That's
Okay.
Right, yeah.
So you are here at this point right now, and it was founded in what year again was it founded?
1993.
93 it was founded, and you're improving
day by day,
Day by day.
year by year. A little bit. We've done quite an addition to the sawmill this year. We put on 2 lean-tos for a grandstand, so people can sit up there and watch us at mill, and a little more room to store some lumber.
I see you even got a garden in the background. That brings back some. Okay. Where is it that you would like to see it go, or what is the projection?
Well, I think the projection is to show younger people what the pioneers made, how they made America and the farming community. And of course, you know, not everybody today is brought up on the farm, because farms are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so some people are never had a chance to drive a tractor or see how things work. And we're trying to interest younger people and show them what we're doing, and to interest young people, because, you know, some of us are getting up in years a little bit, and somebody's got to take over.
Right. This is almost a thing of the past, because farms, you could make it on 40 acres back in the 40s.
Yeah.
And today, you got to have, what, 300, 600?
It's a small farm.
Yeah.
That's a small farm.
Small farm. So it's shrinking, and so what you're doing is educating the young folks, and a lot of them don't even know how to milk a cow,
You're right.
you know, or where cheese comes from,
Right,
for that
right.
part.
They
So,
come from Publix or somewhere.
You know, and that's our main focus.
Is education.
Is trying to educate the kids. Well, and adults too, because there's a lot of adults that don't know how wheat's thrashed, or how hay's baled, or, you know, how a sawmill operates off a steam engine.
right.
So
So what you folks are doing here is to really be commended, I think, because, well, I see it sliding by the wayside. And
we're just not going to let that happen.
you're not going to let that happen.
We're not going to let that happen.
We had one member, Ed Kinch, and he passed away. You know, he was really the mainspring of us kind of getting groups to come. He went to all the tractor shows and the antique shows with his flywheel engines.
He was a spark, more or less.
Yes,
He was a
he
spark,
was.
and he went to every show, you might say, printer in the state of
Promoted us.
Michigan. And he was, everybody knew him, didn't
PR
they?
man.
Everybody knew him. And so when we started the show, he said, you know, come to West Branch this year, you know.
Yeah.
And that started, and the thing has become very, and a lot of people say, boy, this is one of the greatest shows we go to.
Yeah.
And that makes us want to do better.
Well,
So-
absolutely. And you have plenty of food.
Food everywhere.
Food. And demonstrations.
Come on in if you're
More
just
than welcome.
interested in
More
the
than
show, or if you want to join. We
just signed
take
up a
membership.
new member this morning.
Okay. How are
This is
you?
Vern Green, one of our Pioneer Power Club members. Vern built the original cook shack when it was at Griffin's property, and then we moved it out here and added on. But
Now, is that red one we're looking at?
Yeah, but it was donated by Vern and Dolores Green, and that there was kind of our start for our cook shack.
You're a farmer too, or been a farmer? Okay.
We have a membership of over 300, and they're from across the United States. Many of our volunteers are local, but we do have some that come in a week early. Like this weekend, they've already pulled their motorhomes in to help us out on the work bee today.
You're saying a lot of this, all this lumber and stuff has been donated?
A good share of our building supplies have been donated from local businesses. Some of the supplies have been donated by club members that own businesses. So we have a lot of resources. We just would like to thank the people that have helped us out in the past, and we haven't forgot them.
Dell, this is Leah Kuhn. She's our treasurer.
Leah Kuhn, well, nice to meet you.
Was treasurer for 3 years and give it up 1 year and back another year.
Okay, what is it you find most exciting about the Pioneer Power Club here in West Branch? What is it you find exciting about it?
Meeting the people.
Uh-huh.
There are different kind of people that come in here, and we enjoy having them here and putting on a great show. Everybody works hard at it and we do our part, and we do very well here.
And it seems to be growing, doesn't it?
Yes, tremendously.
Isn't that great?
We started out with about 6 people that started the show, the first meeting, and ended up that time we didn't have no board or nothing. They just met and had the show.
And that really is neat, though, because it's really what you're doing here is preservation and education of this great farming community and the tools that were of yesterday.
That's true, and we're trying to get more education on here every year as we grow to put for school kids and stuff. As this trend of antiques I think are going wayside, and it's too bad. If people, some of your younger generations aren't interested or don't even know what some of this equipment that we have is.
Right.
There's a lot of interest in these old tractors and these old gas engines, and people just keep, they'll tell somebody, and somebody will say, well, we got a good show going on up here, and the people have been good. When they come up, we're friendly, and we try to be friendly, and we try to make everybody feel
Right, if people want to be here.
Yep.
They want to know what's going on.
Yep.
They want to see these old tractors.
And but we can't, we don't get the help that we should, and we do need the young people.
Oh,
Because my big concern about this place, this club here is when the older people die off. Who's going to take it over? What's going to become of it? And I'm really concerned about that. And I asked a lot of the people what they really think is going to happen. We have a good show, and most of the people help out and do what they want to do.
We've had some good past presidents and vice presidents and officers in general. We wouldn't have what we have today.
I give you nothing but high marks for what you folks are doing here. Jake, I want to say
for a long time.
Thanks so much for being part of Michigan Magazine. And Mr. Hodges, the same to you.
I appreciate you coming very much.
Thanks again.
Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare. What began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clare City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more. Plus a full menu at the new adjacent Traffic Stop Diner. Downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Hingeman Acres Canoe Livery and Resort on M33 just north of Mayo, catering to the outdoor enthusiasts. Cabins, canoes, kayaks, rafts, and more. Daytime or overnight trips along the world-famous Asabo River. A family getaway for over 75 years.
I'm Spanky. Okay. John and I met in Manistee, Michigan about 20 years ago, and John used to let me sit in at the Civic Club where he was playing regularly, playing the piano mostly, and we kept on, and then John came over to the house and taught me a lot of chords I couldn't figure out, and one day he said, hey, we're sounding pretty good. Why don't we make a recording? I said, oh, you're crazy. He said, no, we're sounding pretty good. So we made a CD, went to Saranac, Michigan, a fellow named Tom Hagen, well-known around Michigan, played at the Amway Grand for years, Tootsie's. We were able to go around and say, we'd like a job, here's what we sound like. And we got all kind of jobs. Then we went to the County Fair Convention in Grand Rapids. And I said, can we showcase? He said, no, you got to be a member for 2 years. I said, how about if we pay 2 years dues right out front? He said, that'll work. So we go there, and they got 2 stages set up about 100 foot wide each one. And they call us over there for a sound check at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they got it all set up, and they got a big tower out there with lights 4 foot in diameter. They said, okay, and I hit a chord on the banjo and it sounded like thunder. They said, wow. So we played just about 2 minutes and they said, okay, you're all set, see you tonight. So we go over there and, at night, and John is, he's back there at the table vomiting. And I said, hey John, you're the pro, straighten up. So they had high-powered bands from Branson with 3 or 4 lead singers out front, pretty girls and stuff, and said, John, we don't belong here. But anyway, it come our turn. I think there was 15 groups, and we were in the middle of them, and they'd heard all this high-powered music. And then John and I went out there and played our cornball stuff, and the crowd just went nuts. They stood up and clapped, and when we walked out, I'm telling you, about 20 of them wanted to hire us right off the bat.
So the rest is history, more or less, and you find yourself on the tour, going on different county fairs. Wow.
And it's pretty much all due to John encouraging me, and spent many, many nights in my basement teaching me all these old songs. And it's John's doing. All of it is John's doing.
John, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, thank you. I grew up playing accordion, and I also enjoy playing the banjo. But I can't play the banjo and accordion at the same time. And they're a beautiful instrument together. And so Roger, he's a great promoter. I'm kind of, if it happens, it happens. And Roger goes out and gets the good jobs. So, and the banjo and the accordion was primarily the reason that I like getting together. And with Roger's promotion, it just carried on. He dressed me funny. And
that was a real battle. First to go was the white socks.
Oh my goodness. Now, why do you call yourself Stepping Back? Just because of the music and just the nostalgia of it all?
Pretty much the stuff we play is old sing-along stuff, and older people really enjoy it. Young people enjoy it too, but the older people know the words. You can see them mouthing along when we're playing the songs. So that's where the name came from.
You're at the Ogemaw County Fair this week.
Yes.
And you guys are having a good time?
Oh, we love it. They're great people. We've been there 6 years now, and they told us Tuesday we can work there till we die. So, which I hope don't come real soon.
Well, let's hear some music and take you on out of here. And thank you guys for appearing on Michigan Magazine.
How about Darktown?
Thank you guys. It's back and making memories for a new generation. The Rustic Inn of Lewiston, now open with hot, delicious food, your favorite beverage, and an atmosphere that'll keep you coming back to make new memories and new friends. The new Rustic Inn on Red Oak Road, just south of Lewiston. Hale Hardware, your do-it-center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving Northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile. Thanks so much for joining us along Michigan's back roads. It's always a delight getting with you each week on RFD TV. Remember, you can continue traveling with us behind the scenes via all our social media outlets. For links, go to thespiritofmichigan.com. Don't forget, it's fair time in Michigan, a family time to get up and get out and celebrate America's bounty on the local level. Be sure and support your local businesses and farm markets. Nothing tastes better than when it's grown by your neighbor. We'll see you next week for another edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. For home medical and healthcare products, visit Rose City Drug at 2640 North M33, just south of Rose City city limits. Rose City Drug has a complete diabetic department, including shoes. Serving Michigan for over 20 years. Rose City Drug, Rose City. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery.